Summer is finally here. A few days ago, my family and I went blueberry picking because that's right, it's blueberry season. And if you go blueberry picking, you'll find that the blueberries are unbelievably sweet. So I thought these would be perfect for a summer treat, blueberry crumble. So let's get into it. Before you do anything, preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit because this recipe takes like 5 minutes to make. Next, in a mixing bowl, add 1 cup of blueberries that should be half a pound or 8 ounces. I went ahead and washed them. These blueberries are really pretty and nicely ripened, and they're really sweet and fresh. And then to the 1 cup of blueberries, add 1 teaspoon of all-purpose flour. Today I'm using whole wheat pastry flour because I ran out of all-purpose flour, and I've always wanted to get whole wheat pastry flour, but feel free to use all-purpose flour. And then add 1 tablespoon of white granulated sugar and squeezing 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. And then you want to give all of that a good stir, and then dump that into a 7 by 4.5 inch or half quart baking dish or casserole dish, which is 475 milliliters. And this recipe will serve about 2 cups of blueberry crumble. And then you want to set the dish aside. I've been wanting to make blueberry crumble ever since last month, and when we finally went blueberry picking, I was like, yes, I'm definitely making this no matter what. I never liked blueberries when I was young, but ever since I started baking, blueberries became my favorite berry. I always thought blueberries were born to be a really tart fruit, not until I went blueberry picking for the first time. The blueberries were super sweet. Now for the crumble, in another mixing bowl, you'll need 3 tablespoons of unsalted room temp butter. Whether you use salted or unsalted makes a huge difference here, so make sure to use unsalted. Then add 2 tablespoons of brown sugar and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now you can see my butter was super soft, so it only took literally like 10 seconds to cream the butter in brown sugar because it was like 90 degrees. The butter should look creamy and fluffy. Next, measure half a cup of all-purpose flour. Again, I'm using whole wheat pastry flour, but feel free to use all-purpose flour. And then add that to the creamed butter, sugar, and salt. You want to just use the spatula to roughly chop the mixture like so, and then dig in with your hands. Now I know it'll be uncomfortable, and since it's really oily and messy and it's really hot these days, but I don't know, I guess you could use a fork. You just want all the flour to be moistened, but the mixture should still look crumbly. Now put the crumble mixture on top of the blueberries. I like to break the bigger chunks into smaller pieces. And I have to be honest here, the crumble topping was actually too much for 1 cup of blueberries, so you can have the crumble recipe if you'd like, but I didn't bother to do that. Now bake the blueberry crumble in the preheated 350 degrees Fahrenheit oven for 30 to 35 minutes. The top should look golden brown and the juices will bubble a little. Once it's done baking, let the crumble cool for 5 minutes before serving. Today I'm topping the blueberry crumble with a generous scoop of vanilla Swiss almond ice cream. Can't go wrong with vanilla ice cream. I mean, it's delicious on its own, I've tried that, but everything is like so much better with ice cream in the summer. So there's the freshly picked blueberries, crumbly buttery topping, and vanilla ice cream. All comes together into a perfect summer dessert. The ice cream melts in your mouth with that sweet blueberry feeling and the ooey crumbly top. So don't let the heat make you feel down. Let this blueberry crumble be a delight to your summer break. Oh, and please serve this while it's still warm. And if you can't finish the crumble in one day, you can reheat it the next day by baking it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 minutes. So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe, and I wish you guys a fun and happy summer.